Today I am talking about the Aroma ARC 914 SBB. It is a 4-cup stainless steel rice cooker. This is the first rice cooker I have ever had, and I have to say that I quite like rice cookers, and I don't think I'll go back to cooking it any other way. This is a pretty small one, and comes with a couple tools. First is this little spoon, which is used to pick up the cooked rice, and your measuring cup, and of course it comes with the bowl inside, which cooks the rice, and of course the rice cooker itself. And it has been used because I like to do these reviews once I've used them for a while, so I understand all the goods and negatives of the product, so I can share that with you. So first things first, let's go over some of the benefits and problems that I've had with this unit. First, it's a little slow in cooking rice. I was told rice cookers would do it a lot faster than this one. Granted, this is my first. It takes about 20 plus minutes, 25, to cook 1 cup of rice, which sounds a little slow. And I agree, it is a little slow, and that is one of the downfalls. The second downfall to this unit is that while it's plugged in, this unit is always on and always warming. There's 2 features on here, cook and warm. So you have to unplug it after every use. Some people don't have a problem with that. I don't really have a big problem with that. I do that with a lot of my other electronics. Once I'm done using it, I unplug it. However, if you like leaving things plugged in, you may want to look at another unit. Now, going back to its performance, I actually really do like rice cookers, and this being my first, I really do like it, even though it has its downfalls. If you're cooking rice for 1 to 2 people, then this is a good one for you. It comes with a little book as well that tells you what measurements to do, how much water and how much rice. And the neat thing is, you just do as it says, put it in here, close it up, and push down. It'll go over to cook, and leave it. And as soon as it's done, it'll pop back up. This little thing will pop, and it'll the light will switch over to warm, and it'll keep your rice warm. And it'll keep your rice warm actually all day, which is really cool. If you are going to use it, what I do recommend is that you cook the rice at the start. So if you're going to make stir fry, curry, or anything else that needs the rice, I would start this right away and then start cooking the food, because then by the time you're done cooking, the rice will be done. It makes really good rice. The bottom of the rice on the bowl is going to be a little crisp. It doesn't really burn it, it just browns it. Some people like that, some people don't. It's a personal preference. You also sometimes have to put a little bit more water than the menu or the booklet says when doing brown rice. Doing white rice, just follow the direction, it works fine. But brown rice sometimes needs a little bit more water. And even though it does have a guide for brown rice, I found that I need to add just a little bit more. But once you've done it a couple times, you can figure it out, and you just do the same thing each time after that, and it makes perfect rice. So I've really enjoyed using it, but if I get another one, I probably get a better, more expensive model. I bought this on Amazon, and it cost, I believe, $24. Let me just check on that. Yeah, $24.96. So that's really cheap, and it can make up to 4 cups of uncooked rice, which means 8 cups of cooked rice. So if needed, you can make a lot of rice with it. Another thing, problem, not really a problem, But if you can see back here, there's a little reservoir. This collects, I think, extra steam which comes out of here, or moisture that drips down in here. The problem is if you don't clean that out right away, it'll get stuck in the bottom, and it's so small you really can't get anything in there to clean it. So I thought that was a problem. And another problem I've noticed is that this lid has started cracking. I don't know if you can see that, but right here it has started cracking, and you can see it here as well. See if I can get this closer for you. See it right there? And I believe that's to do with the steam and the pressure inside of it. And I'm sure this wouldn't happen to more expensive units. So that's quite disappointing, but it hasn't affected its cooking ability. And I do use this thing 3 times a week maybe. I do like my rice. So, goods and bads. Performance-wise, I would say it's mediocre, middle range. It gets the job done. The rice comes out perfect, but it's a little slow. I do like the warming feature. I've made it for lunch, a lot of rice, ate some of it for lunch, and then came back and ate the rest of it for dinner, and it was still warm, just as if I had just made it. So that was really cool. Build quality. It is made out of stainless steel, which feels high quality. It hasn't had any problems, but the plastic parts are cheap, feel cheap, and as you can see, I've already started cracking. And like I said, I've had this for about a month, actually just a little bit under a month. Price is a great selling point. I mean, $24 is very cheap. They also have a larger model, which basically looks the same, which is a little bit more. I doubt it wouldn't have the same problems as this one. It looks the same. So I don't want to say Rome is not a good name, but I would look for a different type model or a different name and pay more than $24 if you're looking for a decent rice cooker that's going to last. Aesthetically, I bought this one because I liked also the way it looked compared to some of the others. They all have flowers and stuff on it, which I was told that a lot of the Asian models have, and that they are the best ones. So I might just have to bite the bullet and get one of those anyway. But for now, this one works. I'm going to keep using it until it dies. So if I had to give it a star rating, I would say it's probably going to get 2.5, 3 stars. It works, it's cheap, but it's also low quality. I hope this review helped.